the podcast.
We don't have any topics. What are we
you
gonna
talking
talk about?
This is
What?
the podcast. We're doing it. Welcome to the quarter hour.
no.
I have something after this intro with your hosts.
Okay.
Dewey
Hopefully it can last
and
15
David.
minutes.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Sit back and relax and have a great time. Well, basically just, this podcast is all about winging it. We come in not prepared at all. So this is the part of the podcast where we would have sponsors, and so here we're going to practice when we get future sponsors. Imagine you have a piece of paper in front of you, and you're reading over the list of things that they want. So I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Try out some Adidas shoes. They're really comfortable.
Adidas.
It's the one with the 3 stripes. They're really, really great. And then you read below that the one for Little Caesars.
Okay, so this podcast, the quarter hour, half hour is probably brought to you by Pokimane and her Simps, her Legion of Simps.
That's not Little Caesars.
Go check out her channel and eat a Little Caesars pizza while you're at it.
Oh.
$5 lunch combo. You get your little deep dish and your drink, 20 ounce.
Whoa. Oh, so now this podcast is about Pokimane now. It's funny. Underneath the Little Caesars thing, it says in brackets, talk about Pokimane.
Talk about Pokimane. That's what Mr. Caesar wanted us to do.
Yes, Mr. Caesar.
He called us up. He said, "Hey, we know we did the advertisement, and I know the marketing team sent you, that write-up, but I want you to talk about Pokimane instead."
Uh-huh.
So here we are.
That made me think about how, you remember in Shakespeare's famous play...
Which one?
Was it just Caesar was his name? What, the one with the Caesar is the main character.
Julius Caesar? I don't know. Is there a name? Is it just Julius Caesar?
So, remember at the end, spoiler alert, he was stabbed by Brutus and the fellow Senate members?
Yeah.
They were stabbing him because of Pokimane. They were simping for Pokimane.
Pokimane wanted him to die. She said, he talked bad about me, kill him.
Exactly.
And so they killed Julius.
She posted a funny TikTok about hey everybody, go stab Mr. Caesar, and then they all did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Legions of Simps lining up.
Precisely. Earlier, you shared a little piece of knowledge with me that, given Pokimane or Amaranth, the two hallmark Twitch ethos right now.
The ones,
Amaranth, the established goddess of all the Simps, got away with a, excuse my language, a pussy slip a while ago.
Oh, good heavens.
She controls an army of Simps in her kingdom of Simptitude. Pokimane, sort of the newer generation, younger, your own opinion, maybe more attractive for sure, plays games. Which one would you donate? Let's say a quarter of your wealth.
Is Pokimane older than or younger than Amaranth?
Oh, I think so for sure. Amaranth, I feel like is late 20s. And Pokimane's 23 or 4.
Okay.
But I'm not entirely sure. Which one would you give a quarter of your wealth to?
A quarter.
Have your wages garnished to go to their stream.
I would, if I had to choose between Amaranth and Pokimane, I would give a quarter of my wealth, current and future, to Amaranth.
Well, why? Let's go through.
I feel like she's the better thought. I just don't know. I just think I don't look at Pokimane. I think of Pokimane, and I'm like, what's the point? I don't know. I don't know. What does she do? Does she just sit in her chair all day? Because that's the only, I see the thumbnails of clips, and it's just her sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do they care? And then I see Amaranth's clips, and she's dressed all sexy, doing Just Dance, and the sort of ring fit stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, wow, she's actually making content. I'll give it to Amaranth.
Oh, okay. So just because she basically does things standing up is what really is the difference.
I don't know about, but other things. Yeah. I mean, what does Do you know what Pokemon does?
I mean, all ethot content can be boiled down to clicking on YouTube videos and Gordon Ramsay videos that have already been on the internet for a long time. Instead of just you watching the video, you watch it alongside Twitch thoughts that just take an hour to watch a 12-minute video.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, the times, sometimes when we check in on Amaranth and see what she's up to,
you got to.
it's
You got to do
she's
that.
just sitting on the floor directly under her camera, just like pretending to be fixing something for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like we just want her to start doing something, but she never does. And we have to
Twitch.
eventually like just close the stream and leave because we were gonna go do something.
Twitch thottery is life in slow motion. Imagine
Yeah.
anything and then do it slowly and wearing less clothes.
You gotta have content, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta stream more 8 hours a day. It's incredible.
Yeah, something like that. I feel like it's not that. I say not that hard, but like you asked me,
Yeah, yeah.
why
When
haven't
was the
you
last
done
time
it
you
yet?
did that? Yeah.
Right. You see, I can't just hit the stream button and then guys give me money. Sadly, that doesn't work.
It would help if, on hour 3 we could look back and see that, oh, I've made $1,000 this
That
stream.
that would help a lot for
That
sure.
would be nice.
For
Yeah.
sure.
As opposed to, oh, it's coming up on hour 5 and I still haven't had a single viewer that's not, bought.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Does Amaranth have an OnlyFans? Because I don't think Pokemon.
she has
does.
a Patreon.
Ooh, okay.
Remember,
And
she
what's
does
the
like
difference?
risque stuff on the Patreon. I don't know. I think in OnlyFans you pay a flat fee for everything, whereas on Patreon you pay like in tiers to
They
get
can kinda
certain
customize
access
it a
to
little
certain
more.
content.
Gotcha.
Like you pay $100 a month, you can like text her or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yes.
Good stuff.
It's pretty wild. What level of degeneracy do you have to fall into to pay a girl to talk with you?
I don't. I mean,
Especially
I
Amaranth.
personally,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it because I would. I mean, I would. Maybe I want to talk to her. Maybe I watch her streams and I'm like, wow, she's really, attractive and smart and intelligent and witty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But deep down, I would know that she wouldn't want to talk to me. And
Mm.
so I wouldn't want that to happen. I wouldn't pay the $100 tier. I'd pay the $75 tier. That doesn't include the personalized
That last part.
messaging. Yeah.
Do you think some people pay that $100 fee to talk to her, but then can't get the confidence to send that first text,
Ooh.
and so they just have wasted their
Yeah,
money?
'cause it's like, what do you, like you've got to start strong. You got to start perfect. You got to like get her. You got to differentiate yourself from all the other guys who do it. But how do you do that? And like, how do you not be cringy?
Mhm.
But I don't know. I feel like
You
like
almost-
people who do that, like don't care about like being cringy or anything like that.
Mhm.
They'll say something that's incredibly stupid,
Mhm. They probably
and
think
then
like,
Amaranth, poor girl, has to respond.
oh, poor girl, poor woman.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You should be her like vice secretary to answer
Vice
all
sen-
of those dudes' text
Oh,
messages.
I just pretend to be. She gives me like a list, like a 100-page Word document of like sayings
Ooh.
that like I can use
Just
in
copy
response to these dudes.
She can
I just
essentially
copy and paste
start
everything.
a simp pyramid scheme where simps pay $100 to talk to her, but really they go
Yeah.
to the $120 simps that are hired by her to respond to those people. And the $100 people actually get to talk on the phone with Amaranth, but
Yeah.
those people are actually leaving messages to the $140 tier of people
Oh
that
my
have
God.
cut and pasted and like manipulated all of Amaranth's previous sound clips to make it sound like they're talking to them.
So everything we know it is fake.
Right. Everything you know is fake. Amaranth is just like a meat puppet
Oh my God.
pasted together by simp money and cum, dude. Buckets of cum.
Buckets of simp cum.
Remember those clips a long time ago that I
Okay.
posted here about how Amaranth would like walked around TwitchCon or something, like in like a
Oh, and
Princess
it's
Zelda
just-
outfit, and it's just her parade of simps. Just
I
like
think
not
so.
even looking at her, like just walking around, following her on their phones. Oh,
Yeah.
it hurts
It's-
me.
I mean, there's some really cringy, content out there
Hmm.
around these ethos and like their simps being in public spaces with them.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's not. I don't like watching it,
It's
but I
bad.
like reading about it.
It's bad. What like number do you have to see in your bank account to think and look around your parade of simps and be like, this is okay?
Uh, I don't know. Because I mean, like, obviously, the more simps you have, well, I don't know. I think that like, you got to find the whales.
Mm,
Like
true.
like games with microtransactions. It's not that everybody pays the money. It's that the people with tons of money, they find those
Mm.
who are just shell out the cash. So I feel like it all depends not on the amount of simps I have, but just like
The
I could
quality
have
of simps.
3 or 4 good simps, and like they'd be simping me up, and I'd be happy.
God tier
But like
simps.
those have to be god tier simps,
Yeah,
yeah,
God tier simps.
not your
Oof.
lowly entry level simps.
But with a God tier simp comes the double edged sword of they're probably mentally insane. They're probably crazy. They're willing to give you oodles of money for basically nothing, just to talk
Mm,
around them. You know, you're talking on stream or
yeah,
whatever. You're just talking in their general space. Uh, I would be afraid for my life if I was a kind of cute girl, kind of small coming up, and a guy donates me
mhm.
$1,000. I'd be like,
Oh
he
my
wants
god.
to kill me, actually.
It's like now I am his slave.
Exactly.
It's like I don't know.
It's
I
like
mean,
now,
yeah.
oh, I don't know. I would feel really scared because then he'd be aggressive. I'm sure.
hmm
And then you could probably trace where I might live. I really don't think that's all that difficult. Maybe
Probably not.
it'd
I
be
don't know.
scary if they were insane like
Yeah.
that. You know,
hmm It's
scary.
like, do people not know where like Amaranth lives? Because I feel like if that was public knowledge, I feel like there'd be some people who would like camp out, on the road to like get pictures of her when she like walks to her car or something
Oh
like that,
God.
or like hang out around like restaurants near her residence so that they could
Yeah.
like see her and be like, "I'll buy you a meal."
Huh. Imagine you're a part of like the simp Discord, and so like those people literally give second by second updates about where she
Oh
is. Like she
God,
just got in her
yeah.
car, she just
There's
got to the
somebody there on
gym.
all the time. They'd be like, "We're protecting her. We're making sure nothing happens. We'll be there if like she gets in a wreck or something."
Uh huh. So really, it's like it's not the ethos, it's the simps that are the what's wrong with this world.
The ethos enable the simps.
Is it not the other way
Or, well, I
around?
don't know.
It's
Well,
a
it's
snake
kind of
eating
both.
itself, really.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because, like, without the ethos, simps would not be a problem. But
Right.
ethos exist, because of simps.
Uh huh. I agree. It's a really scary time we live in. I I don't know. If I were to go back and restart life
Okay.
again, I would be a
Yeah.
hot chick. And I
Oh,
would sit in
yeah.
front of my
Uh-huh.
computer and just collect money.
Obviously, if I could be an ethot, I'd do it.
Of
And I
course.
would take advantage of all the simps.
It's it it's such an easy life. You just fucking sit there, you don't do fucking jack shit.